like this. Pump your fist, be kicking like that. Pump your fist, be kicking like this. Check it out, Jack. This my rhymes off that. Pump your fist, be kicking like
Hey yo, what's up? JC with Iconic Master Studios. New videos every Tuesday. Remember, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications on surprise pop-up videos and live streams. Remember, one love for all to love. Yeah! Hey yo, what's up? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of SACKED, where one love for all to love exists. So, and of course, those who wonder what I mean by that, it means if one person will love somebody, and then that person does the whole pay it forward effect and loves 3 people, and then 3 people love 3 people, then it becomes this whole thing of world peace and world love that everybody can have. And all that love has happiness. Yes. So now, I've been under the weather and I haven't been sleeping very well. However, a lot of things coming up, a lot of things that have popped up and everything. South Texas got snow. Yes, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, they got like a day of snow, which is great. It's fantastic. They haven't seen snow in a while. So they got some snow. Where I'm at in New Mexico, we have not got snow yet. At the moment, I'm in New Mexico. Yeah, at the moment, I'm here in New Mexico, and we haven't got snow yet. So, I really miss Florida. I really do. And of course, South Texas. I'll always miss South Texas. I'll miss San Antonio and the people I know there, and Houston and Austin and even Dallas. But let's see what else. And I'll always love Florida. I love Florida. I think it's because it's so warm there. I mean, even though it got a little chilly and cold down there as of lately, but it is winter time, but yes, I love Florida. The beauty is just so wonderful. I'll always love it. I wish, and I can't wait to get back there. But I mean, being all over the country and all over the U.S. and seeing a lot of different places, I do have some pictures and some slideshows that I'll probably show y'all here in the upcoming videos. And some places I've been, some things I've seen, and I'm going to share some of my picture catalog with you. So, granted, some of the pictures are good, some of them are bad. I think I think that'll be the quality purpose, because I'm not running like one of the best cameras. But the location, the art of where the photo is taken, the time of the day, the lighting and everything, I think the quality in that matter is great in a lot of the photos that you take. However, now, other things that came up, some of the things that came up is this whole Five Nights at Freddy's 6, the pizzeria simulator and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of them play that game. I think there's a lot more to it. The game theorists, they're in the middle playing it. Markiplier played it. But man, I think there's a whole lot more into that game that meets the eye. So I really do think that I can't wait to see where they come from it or what they get from it. And I hope it's something juicy and good. The game theorists and Markiplier, they're great at doing stuff like that. One game that's been played by a lot of gamers, and I've been watching it. And this is my study based on what they've done. You know, my study is that I've seen PewDiePie, I've seen Cranky Games, I've seen, or Ethan, I've seen, I haven't seen Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and, I've seen them play Getting Over It. And, you know, they all have pretty much the same situation where, bear with me, I am not in the best feeling, and like I said, I haven't slept, so, or haven't got much sleep, and, but yeah, that game apparently is very, very trying and very, very nerve-wracking, and one thing I do see is that some of them are way too careful. Some of them aren't careful enough. And it's not the whole game. I think it's through certain parts. Certain parts you don't have to be so careful. You could, but there's certain parts that where you need to be careful, that you need to slow down. And PewDiePie has kind of done a decent thing about that. But like, I hope and wish that Markiplier would do something like that. And, so on the games, and this is my feeling about all the game players, you know, I've noticed, but I mean, right now it's the Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF, and, Getting Over It. I think those are two of the, oh, and another thing I've seen, Markiplier do that I would love to see him do more. It's just it's a great game. I think I mean I was liking watching him play it. As Happy Room, that was a good game that I thought that was good and stuff like that. And some of the other things that, Christmas time. There's a lot of stuff going on with Christmas. I love Christmas so much, but then again, it's not really the happiest year, a part of the year for me, just because I would love to get everybody something, and financially and through my medical issues and through working on my disability and all the stuff that I've been like fighting for a few years now, that I kind of wish that I wish I could give everybody something, and I wish I can even get some of the simple stuff I need. I mean, so I feel like so sad. It's like there's a reason why I don't smile. Okay, as much as I want to smile so much, but my teeth are so screwed up and part of it's years of medication and part of it might be some kind of gum disease or whatever it may be. But I don't smile because my teeth are so screwed up. They're so screwed up that I'm embarrassed to smile. I mean, I'll probably cheese but see, just by doing this, you see my tooth, one of my teeth, and that's on both sides. So that's probably one of the worst things in my life is not being able to smile, and it's been like this for a few years, and then of course simple stuff like having decent shoes or see me, I'm like a sneakerhead. I love sneakers, but and I would be a hype beast, but I don't have the money for that kind of stuff. No way. I barely get my own hygiene. You know, um, I used to be able to do so well and do a lot of things, but it seems like now it's like so trying so hard, especially once I got hurt. Once I got hurt, everything is so trying and it's so painful and it's so, even holding this camera, because I guess arthritis or something in my hand, and it's like so trying. I tell you, it's like I'm, it's one thing to tell somebody, oh, I'm hurting, ow, yeah, but to let them know the amount and how often you feel that pain, and and if you feel it for your whole life, I mean, it kind of gets old hearing that you're hurting or that you don't feel good. You probably hear that I don't feel good. You'll probably hear it a few times because I get ill quickly, and or I lack in sleep, which leaves me vulnerable to getting sick and not being able to recuperate. And it's like, and I try to eat as right as possible, and try to diet and try to do what I gotta do to try to get back to where I was. And the crazy thing is before I got hurt, I was 145 pounds and blew up to 282 pounds. Now I'm about 200, and it's like, it's just so terrible. I wish I was back down, and I wish I was feeling good. I wish I was able to do things, I went to go to my niece's basketball game, and I love watching her basketball game. It reminds me when I used to play basketball, and in my football days when I used to play football and stuff like that. That's the stuff I love to do, and it's like, but I watched her, and as I watched her, I'm sitting on these bleachers, and they are killing me. My left side all starts in pain. So bad, But what can I do? I had to endure it, and so I can watch her game. I mean, it's like, it's not like they make anything special for those who are hurt or disabled. It's like they don't do stuff like that. They got ramps, yeah, and they have handicap doors, bathrooms, and stuff like that, and because that's what they're allowed to do. But I mean, there's a lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that people take for granted. Such as placement in public bathrooms where the toilet paper is placed, or or the seat pads, if there's any pads on the seats, or what kind of seating it is for those who are hurt like myself, you know. And it's like that becomes a comfort deal, you know what I mean? And it's like, but people don't consider the small things that people go through, you know, on a daily basis. Having to be able to sit upright on a comfortable chair or seat, or having not to twist and turn so much, or like me, I have PTSD, so sitting in restaurants or being out in public was a big deal. For example, if you go back to my Christmas parade video, that video was one of the hardest videos I had to do, just because not only it was nighttime, but when we picked that area to sit, excuse me, when we picked that area to sit, it was just us. There was like nobody around us, but there was a lot of people there. There's just nobody around us. And then as the night went through and the parade started to happen, people started coming up behind me, and some kids are running up and down behind me, and they wouldn't stay still for the life of me. I wanted to get up just because my PTSD was freaking me out so much. I wanted to get up and knock the living crap out of them. Like, I really wanted to. They were. It was bad. I mean, you don't. And that's the people, like people in their everyday thing. They walk at Walmart. They go do what they do at the parks or whatever. But they don't think about the people who they come in contact with, or they're around, or they don't consider that person could be suffering from something. You know, I'm trying to have a normal life. I want to have good content with you, for YouTube. You know what I mean? I would like to have good friends that I can have by my side. You know, do what Markiplier does. Have a good team. Have good friends there, or Alex Wasabi from the Wasabi channel. You know, he got his brother there and everything. I wish I could do that. You know, but it's like having somebody's true that can understand you in that situation. You know, it's hard for me to have somebody I trust, because I got to be able to find a comfort zone with people and trust them. And you know, that PTSD thing is like, it's so killer. It is so killer. I know it was just a boy, but he just kept on running behind me, and it's the steps and the rocks that was there. It was like that right there, creeping up behind me. That right there just sent those signals where I just wanted to I wanted to protect myself. I wanted to slap and knock that person out. You know, it's probably one of the worst episodes of my PTSD I've had to date. Yeah, I've had it bad, but I think that was the worst time for me. I really was going nuts in my mind. I was restraining from doing anything, but I did speak out while my mother was talking. And she says, "Oh," she was telling me, "Well, maybe I should never have brought you with us to these things, because it gets frustrating on her, because we can't eat in certain areas, or I'm very picky about where we sit in a restaurant so we can eat, and I try to handle it and be okay, and I try to just like, okay, to wherever you want to sit, and I'll sit there. And if it's an empty restaurant, I can be fine. But when there's more and more people, and there's people like behind me, within 25 feet behind me, it becomes an issue. Or if there's usually I like to have a wall behind me. But I suffer from a lot of things. I got a bad neck, back. I think I have a bad hip. I got to get that checked out. My teeth are screwed up. I mean, a lot of this happened while I was in law enforcement, working at a prison, trying to keep everybody protected and safe. But decided to do my job one day, and got jumped by some inmates, and got hurt, and medically retired from that job, and been fighting for disability ever since. So it's been a rough road for me. My PTSD has been a huge factor in this whole situation, and that is keeping me from a lot of things. See, like me, I DJ. I love to DJ. I love being in my booth. See, I'll DJ, do my booth thing. Nobody bugs me. You know what I mean? I'm in my own little world. I love karaoke, being on stage doing karaoke. Once again, nobody bugs me. It's just me on stage. It's just me in the DJ booth. Yeah, the building has people in it, but yet they're in a distance, But when it comes down to being where there's people behind me, and there's no kind of barriers that could keep them from getting close to me or stuff like that, that becomes, especially in big crowds and stuff like that. I'm a little bit easier on like a one-on-one setting, or if there's some barriers, a wall or tables, stuff like that. But once again, if it's one-on-one, if they're all crowded around me, I'm not good. I'm not good at all. I try to handle it, but I mean, there's a lot of alarms in my head that are like wanting to swing and punch and kick and slam and ooh. And trust me, I don't care how big of a boy you are, you're gonna go down. That's how bad that feeling is. It's that adrenaline, it's that thing. And it could be it could be Mayweather, it could be McGregor, it can be anybody. It doesn't matter. Mike Tyson himself, you're going down. But enough about my PTSD issues, and off to Christmas. So I would be doing a lot of videos about Christmas and stuff like that, but it seems like everybody else is doing stuff like that, and all the YouTubers do pretty much almost. There's a lot of different variations, and I don't want to be doing some of the challenges or some of the stuff that they do, but sometimes I'm gonna probably end up doing it just because my reaction is going to be different than theirs. My abilities are going to be different than theirs. My thought process will be different. And so just look forward to seeing me probably try some of these challenges that they have on YouTube. As long as it don't hurt my back or neck or hip or something. Damn. Well, anyways, But one thing's for sure is I will have some of my original content. And my original content will hopefully be the kind of content that everybody would like. I mean, hopefully I'm just real enough that people like me just because I'm real, I'm true and honest, and I don't like bullshit people around, or I don't care about this demonetization or the censorship or this ad wars or whatever the YouTube is doing, or whatever that issue is. You're gonna like me for me. You're gonna want me for me. And if YouTube wants to try to control who I am, then maybe this is not always a platform for me. But if you love it and YouTube decides to make a big issue from it and whatever, then at least y'all love it. And I'm not at all close to even being a famous YouTuber or getting that YouTube money kind of stuff. No, I'm not even there. I'm not even close to it. But if I was, and YouTube was upset, then I'll just put a little thing up there, and then y'all could just, if y'all like my stuff, then y'all could donate to this page. I mean, that's all I can think of, because I don't need the YouTube money. Even though it would be nice, but I'm not here to follow those censorship, those adware rules of theirs. It's just like, I'm here to just be me and send out good vibes, but honesty. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not a bully, and I'm against bullying. But I will be completely and brutally honest. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, flies like a duck, then it must be a motherfucking duck. Period. You know. Granted, I try to be so mean towards people, so I try to explain it in a respectable manner. But sometimes people don't get it, so you have to speak to them in their language. And you know, if you're like, oh yeah, well that can use improvement, what do you mean? I says, bitch, you're ugly. You know what I mean? Your attitude ugly. This is ugly. I mean, I'm sorry. It's like, what do you want me to do? You know, I try to explain to you in a nice way, and you keep on asking me all kinds of questions. And I'm like, I'm also even explaining to you how to fix the problem. You know? So, I mean, honestly, the truth and honest truth is going to come from me. Granted, there's a lot of opinions I'm sharing, but I will also look up and be smart and try to come up with as much fact to base everything off of, you know. But even if I'm wrong from time to time, damn it, I'm not perfect. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not God. I'm not the higher up. I'm just a freaking human being that is trying to live life the best I possibly can. And, one thing I know for sure, through everything, alright, and people don't get me wrong, you should do everything with love in your heart. But not like, for example, some people in relationships, some people who got killed in relationships said they do it because they love the person. No, that's a wrong answer. Okay. You don't commit a crime because you love somebody. Sorry, you don't do that. You can ask for help because you love somebody. Trust me, there's a lot of these love club people out here, and that's my crew over here. You know who you are. The love club. There's a lot of love club people out there that would give the shirt off their own back. Okay? And we don't have to be rich. We don't have to do anything. But I mean, we would do what we have to do to make sure that people are taken care of. I watch the charities, Markiplier's charities, and I was crying. I cried because all the good I'm seeing in this world, all the people who are contributing, and I was crying that I wasn't part of Markiplier's whole situation. Man, I would love to be part of that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I cry about. I cry about that stuff because I don't cry because I'm hurt. My neck, my back, and everything, I could be in the most pain. As much as I would like to cry for that, I cry more for people doing good and me not being part of it. Or how good. I cry about all the good stuff. I watch August Rush, and I cry. I watch Titanic and I cry. I watch people doing certain things and showing the true character. And when I see all that kindness and that love, I cry. Because there's love in this world. Too bad some people just don't know how to use it right. There's so much love in this world. They can't they focus it on other people too. Some people focus it on other people instead of their own relationships. More people will probably be married in longer term relationships and happily and not divorced and stuff like that if they focus on love in other directions. You know what I mean? And love can't be selfish. See, that's the one thing about it. Love is not selfish. It's not selfish at all. So, for my love club out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all understand what I mean when I say one love for all to love. And it's one of the purest versions of love. And, it's just the whole thing is the world has kind of made love into something that is more materialistic instead of the whole emotional and in the sensory form. I believe that that at one point in time in life you're able to express your love without having to be thought of as a pedophile or sex offender or a pervert. I'm like, some people got to get over the fact that maybe it's just a guy who's being flattering enough to try to surprise you with some balloons or bears. He's not trying to stalk you. He's just trying to ask you out on a date. You know what I mean? That's the way it used to be. But now it's like, because there's been a couple of bad apples, doesn't mean all the guys are that way. Okay, I want to explain that to the whole world. If guys or girls, it doesn't matter. Because a few bad apples doesn't mean everybody's that way. It doesn't mean everybody is a sexist. It doesn't mean everybody else is a pervert. It doesn't mean that everybody is a serial killer or murderer or whatever. It doesn't mean that everybody's a creep or anything. Give people a chance. You know, keep your heart open. You can't live in fear, because you live in fear, then you don't allow yourself to love anybody. You don't allow love to be part of your life. There's been so much fear in this world where love is an existence the way it should be. Some people express their love with money when they have money. Sorry, that's not really the purest form of love, but I can see the great notions, and it means a lot, and it's very well directed, trust me, when they give to charities and stuff like that. But y'all know what? If you can do that, but also be part of it, take a picture of yourself going to a children's hospital making a child's day. Take a picture in a video, send it to me. Let me see. I'll highlight you in this on this channel, because I love to give those the credit for doing what you do. Not only that, if you want to send me money, I'll be happy, and I'll be happy to direct it, videotape to where I direct it, and show that I'm actually doing something. It's not going to go to a big old charity firm where you don't actually see the results. You don't actually see the results of what's happening. You just know, hey, it's going to a charity place. Yay. Which is fine. There's very legit ones. I like Make-A-Wish, and I like the Save the Children with Markiplier. I see, one thing about Markiplier is I think he's very genuine, and I think his heart's in the right place where he does the right things. So, and Jacksepticeye, he's doing the Save the Children too. So, man, I think that's a great thing, along with Ethan and the gang. Trying to see what else to talk about, but other than that, yes, I'm a man that cries, but I cry for all the good things, not for, I should be crying because I'm in so much pain, and when the pain is so extreme, I do cry, trust me, I do. But I cry because I see happy faces and I can't smile, because my teeth are so screwed. I cry because I can't give gifts for Christmas because of my situation. I cry because I can be a motivational speaker, but yet my motivation for myself is kind of down, and I don't want that to be. I want to be that positive person, and I want to be that loving person, and I am. It's just I'm covered by this dark blanket, and there's a lot of stuff that I need to recover from, and it's just the most painful thing, because it's not happening. It's been years. So then I cry for all the good everybody else does, and that I see that there is good in this world, and that there is a way that and hope for me. You know what I mean? And it's like I believe that I can, but my whole deal is a part of me is get selfish, and I'm like. And, just a little part of me get selfish. It's like I've given and I've given and I've given to the world, and I helped and helped and helped to the world, and as a law enforcement, and as doing a lot of things that I've done, volunteer coach for kids in basketball, and refereeing, umpire, and stuff like that for kids leagues and stuff like that. I dedicated a lot of time to give that kind of stuff growing up, and I've done a lot of stuff to help improve the world, but when I'm hurting the most, the world just keeps knocking me down, and I can never seem to get back up. So, but I'm doing these YouTube and working on it. I mean, I'm so happy for the 30 subscribers I have. Yay, I got 30, and I mean, I haven't been up that long, and my content is not the greatest at the moment, but it will get better. It will get better. And once again, the reason why for a lot of this content is a lot of these filming is from my phone, and and the editing process is from the phone, and the lack of ability to do a lot of stuff because I am limited. But I'm making the best of what I could do. So, once again, hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, show your love, and there's going to be a list of all my social medias in the description below. So the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, there is certain social medias that I have not posted yet, and I won't post, and because I am saving those social medias for when I hit a certain amount of subscribers. Hopefully it's the 100,000 subscriber. Now, if I can get that, then I'll load up a couple other social medias up there, like Snapchat. And I will be doing more pop-up videos and live streams. However, the Tuesday videos that are going to come out are this. Once again, this is the first few months before the new year. So after the new year, Tuesday is now going to be Real Talk Tuesdays. So stay on the SACKED channel, the iconic Master Studios SACKED channel, and you'll see Real Talk Tuesdays. Then we'll do probably we'll expand to maybe twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then if that goes good and we get more subscribers, then we'll go ahead and do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll keep on adding until we get hopefully the good subscriber, like, share, base, stuff like that. Hopefully I can do something with this. Right now it's almost about all I got. So with that said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. And just remember, one love for all to love. Now, tune in to the next video. Bye!